thanks His Excellency, the President, for the message on the state of the nation, which was delivered to the good people of Ghana through Parliament. Mr. Speaker, all is well with this country. Mr. Speaker, all is well. And that is my senior colleague, Akando, saying all is not well. I find it a bit strange because he knows that all is well with him. Mr. Speaker, I have no doubt that Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, in person to Article 67, delivered a message which every Ghanaian has accepted this message as an inspiring message, as a message of hope, and a message that we all can relate to. And Honorable Akando knows very well that he is able to relate to that. Mr. Speaker, indeed, the President was genuine, was truthful, and the President was able to accept the fact that we are in challenging times. But in all this, Mr. Speaker, the President also has proven that the country has been put on a path that is heading towards a point that we will all enjoy. And that is why all is well. Mr. Speaker, in a message of His Excellency, he spoke about a lot of things, including energy and everything that is making this country a better country. Mr. Speaker, in terms of energy, before His Excellency took the reins of this country, we were in shambles. We were in doomsday. We were struggling. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, in 2016, this House, when they brought a policy to curtail doomsday, they said we should put off our deep freezers. They said we should use one mobile phones. They said we should not be charging phones anyhow. That was the way that they wanted to handle a challenge that emanated from the country. Mr. Speaker, at that time, borders were not closed. At that time, ports were not closed. At that time, we were not asked to stay in our rooms. But they were struggling. We were still struggling to handle these issues. During COVID times, Mr. Speaker, when challenges were high, when we have been asked to stay in our homes, when borders have been closed, when ports have been closed, Mr. Speaker, we have been able to even increase our electricity support from 79 to 88.5%. Mr. Speaker, that is a good governance. Indeed, Mr. Speaker, the President in his statement made it clear that by 2024, 90% of our Ghanaians will enjoy electricity, regardless of the challenges that we are facing. That is a good governance, and that is the true state of this country. Mr. Speaker, to ensure that industrial companies to enjoy stable light, to ensure that our industry and our sector goes well. As we see, Mr. Speaker, we are replacing all the old light cables across the western corridor, the eastern corridor, the coastal corridor, and the middle corridor. We are replacing those lines, Mr. Speaker. This is to ensure that industry are well prepared to ensure that the country is put on a stable line. This is a good governance. This is the true state of the country, and all is well. Mr. Speaker, if you go to Nigeria, a country that is very close to us, Mr. Speaker, they are queuing for fuel. Mr. Speaker, Kenya, they are queuing for fuel. Not too long ago, even France, they were queuing for fuel. But if you come to Ghana and you visit any of our filling stations. They are relaxed, they are enjoying, because there is no pressure. No one is queuing for fuel in this country. This is due to good governance and the good work done by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, clearly showing that this country is well, and this is the true state of our country. Mr. Speaker, if you take the gold for oil policy that His Excellency mentioned in his message, indeed, Mr. Speaker, it is a good policy. We've started enjoying the success of this policy. After December, we were having petrol, we were buying petrol at 20 and diesel around 20. Mr. Speaker, Star Oil, as we speak, is selling at 13.8. This is the true state of the country. This is what we are saying. The country is doing well, and all is well. Honorable Akando, all is well. Mr. Speaker, my brother there knows very well that in challenging times like this, you should expect everybody coiling. Like as they said, we should call and not do anything, having money. But in challenging times, Mr. Speaker, this government ensured that electricity was available to every Ghanaian. Water was available to every Ghanaian. It was difficult times. In other countries, they were struggling. And this is what the president that we have today has done. This is what we call good governance, and this is the true state of our country. Mr. Speaker, the last time when His Excellency was talking about roads, my senior colleague, Honorable Ricky Tegan, was questioning about some of the roads. But immediately, the Minister of Roads, who is here today, brought a press release out to set the record straight. I've not seen anybody challenging those, challenging that press release. No one is challenging that press release, telling us that the roads that we've said we've constructed can visibly be seen. You can walk on it and feel good. You drive on it to your various constituencies and you are okay. This is what we call a true state of the nation address. My brother Chitewe knows very well that going to Sola was struggling, difficult. But now he enjoys smooth ride. This is the true state of our country. And this is what we call good governance, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in terms of challenges, just around the United Kingdom, Edinburgh, recently, the people we call Bola people, they were going on strike. If you go to Edinburgh at a certain point, they went on strike. Waste collectors went on strike. Bus drivers, train engineers, they were all on strike because the country was struggling. As at that time, Mr. Speaker, we were paying COLA, we were paying salaries. Members of parliament, members of parliamentary staff, their phone were beeping every month. That is what we call a good governance, and that is the true state of our country. Mr. Speaker, free SHS has not been abandoned. Free SHS is going on well. This is what we call the true state of the nation, and this is what we call a good governance. Mr. Speaker, in concluding, Mr. Speaker, let me conclude by quoting something from the second stanza of the national anthem. And Mr. Speaker, with your leave. Hail to the name, O Ghana. Today we make our solemn vow, steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity. Mr. Speaker, this is what our national anthem is saying, that we, the representatives of the people, have made a solemn vow to build this country in unity. Upon that the minister, His Excellency, is calling upon us that for him to be able to build this country, we should come together to help him to approve his policies. We should come together to help him approve his ministers. And that is the vow that you, Mr. Chiwati, and I, we've made to our constituents that we represent in this room, that we will ensure that we build this country in unity. Mr. Speaker, Let us count our blessings. Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, let's count our blessings and name them one by one. His Excellency, the President's message on the nation of the nation is a true
Honorable, your time is up.
of our state and must be commended by all. Mr. Speaker, I thank you.
Thank you very much.